Yo, what is going on, my fellow weebs? Chrono here, and welcome back to the channel. So, another maintenance is completed, meaning I have another patch note rundown for you guys today. But before we jump into that, if you guys are new here, like I just said, I'm Chrono, I cover PSO2 content. Would much appreciate it. Subscribers work our way towards that 10K mark, hopefully by the end of this year. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump into this. So we've got a few things to cover this week. Some pretty fun stuff and some pretty concerning stuff, but I'm just going to jump directly into what is going on. So I'll see you guys over on the NGS site. So to start things off, like always mentioned, in case you're thinking to yourself, why would I listen to this guy read these patch notes to me when I can just read them myself? You're absolutely right. If you'd like to just go over it yourself, feel free. I'll leave a link in the video description to all the important information or the pertinent information. However, if you do, just grab the information from the video description. I'd appreciate it if you at least like the video. Maybe toss a comment and just say algorithm or snatched or whatever you feel like is funny to you. It does help me out, so I'd appreciate it. Or if you're someone who doesn't want to wait for these videos, you can always find this information yourself by just hopping over to the ngs.pso2.com. And then, of course, all the important information is right here. So to start things off, we're going to jump into the update details. Usually if there are any patch notes specific, like system changes, they're located here. And we have one, Gland Gigas Mass Day has been added to the augmentation capsules. Oh boy, I'm glad I've already finished augmenting my Gigas Mass Day. I am sad I will have to be augmenting a new one, the Gland Gigas Mass Day. So we haven't even finished our Gladius Soul. We have one more Gladius Soul to stick. However, we haven't been farming Meseta as we should be, so not really a huge deal that we aren't completely finished. I will make sure I finish that up fairly soon. But as you can see, we have a a very interesting boss coming up for us. To start things off, we have the limited time event Spring 2024, meaning we've got changes to Kavaris. This is the first time, I believe, for Kavaris actually getting decorations. That's pretty cool. And it is cherry blossom theme for the springtime. ZND is apparently a lovely spring dress. And then this time around, it looks like they've brought back the Gunblaze, I believe, model for the current seasonal weapons. So for a second, I was like, these are new. This is different. I was like, no, it's just been so long. I forgot what Gunblaze looked like. And yeah, that's just the Gunblaze model for the seasonal weapons itself. Like I've always mentioned, I really could care less if these seasonal weapons look all that interesting or that different. I just care when we get new weapons. If those things look interesting, they look different. And Rayar was just a new color of, but that's besides the point. We're moving on. I'm not gonna worry about that right now. Limited time quest, Flurry of Flowers, cleanup op. I believe this is a returning LTQ with new enemies or new stylus enemies added on top. So nothing too exciting here. This is just probably going to be a good resource to gather some things that might be needed. Recently, the LTQs and the new quests have been very good for gathering important resources that as players we might need for doing upgrades and things of that sort. Do not ignore the events. The events are actually very useful and they have a lot of really useful resources, even if they may not be something you want to farm. You'll find yourself being without resources that you might need later on in the game by not taking advantage of the free stuff you get from the event. So I'd highly recommend going in and picking that up. A new limited time course for field races, South Kavaris Dash. Race around fields under the trees of beautiful pale pink flowers while you enjoy cherry blossom viewing. Is it just the dash? I thought it was board as well. Yeah, new limited time course field, South Kavaris Dash race. Yeah, I see. I literally see him on a board. Is it just a board? Is it both board and dash? Interesting. We'll have to see. We also have the SP scratch ticket, special scratch ticket Spring 2024. Looks like we have weapon camo dine. Okay, so yeah, we have some weapon camos that are joining us. Pretty much the usual stuff. Whenever we have a seasonal, we most of the time have a special scratch ticket with camos. So these are really cool. It's an easy way to get a hold of some pretty cool camos, and you're able to get them basically for free. So nothing too crazy there. We have our next mission patch, which is season 30. We'll be going over that in game once we do log in. Ring particle effect, pretty cool. And mag form, this one I really don't care too much about. It's a little too realistic for me, honestly. It's a little weird. But that's just me. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. A new Duel Quest, Phase 4, is a 1v1 against the Starless boss enemy, Ring Wedge and Retum. It's literally just Calcundo. It's a Calcundo boss. And I'm free to Calcundo, so I'm gonna get wrecked. I'm so incredibly free to Calcundo. It's actually painful. Face off against ring wedge's quick, continuous attacks with powerful footwork and blades. So what I was told, or what they've actually mentioned, it's supposed to be easier to get the augments for this dual quest. We'll have to see. Complete the title task to get the vital gauge design as a reward. In conjunction with the new dual quest, Gaze Mask has been added to the exchange shop. Collect is it Magnifusia and Gaze Mask to exchange for them. So Magnifusia is probably what drops from this specifically, and of course we have Gigas Mask Day, so nothing too crazy there. We have a new SG scratch, which brings us Ina's outfit, it looks like. So it's Ina's new stuff, and then Ina super fan shield, basically like the main one. Nothing too crazy there. We also have emote ready stance 3, bodybuilder plus, and hold lightly 3. So pretty cool stuff. Nothing too crazy. So this got an update, and I was curious of what this was. This is a follow-up report regarding this issue. We've confirmed that some eligible players who had premium set did not receive the premium compensation distribution during the scheduled maintenance. We'll be sending those affected by the issue above. Okay, so cool. Basically, some people, essentially what they did was, because the Microsoft Store was down for one of the updates and people couldn't play for a certain amount of time, they compensated all those players who logged in, who were logged into the game. Now, if you had premium as well, they also compensated you by giving you back those premium days. That way you weren't losing out on time that you paid for. It looks like some players didn't get that, didn't get those premium sets. So bummer. Looks like they'll be handing those out manually. And it looks like that will, so the receipt period the receipt period will be until until 4/13. So they're working on getting that taken care of. That way you guys can get the premium you're supposed to have access to. A seasonal event weapon enhancement support campaign. Bugs and partial changes to bugs and partial changes to weapon enhancement support campaign content. Bugs and partial changes? That seems a bit weird of a way to talk about it, but okay, sure. We regret to inform you partial changes made to the content. Hold on. We regret to inform you of partial changes made to the content of seasonal event weapon cost reduction campaign, which wait, they made changes to this? We've confirmed a bug with the augmentation success plus 10% not being applied correctly. As such, we'll be canceling the augmentation success rate plus 10% boost. Interesting. As such, we'll be okay. We apologize for this change in our previous announcement. Thank you for your patience and understanding. Appropriate compensation for these changes is currently under discussion. The details and timing will be compensated at a later date. So I'm not super kind of upset about this, because if I remember correctly, the augmentation success rate stuff was just for the seasonal weapons anyway. So I was like, whatever. But that's a bummer. They don't have the 10% boost is not being applied. That's why you just make it 10% for everything, man. Easy to apply that. A bug with some boost content not being displayed. We've confirmed a bug with the enhancement Meseta discount 50% off and unlock potentials Meseta discount 50% off, where the boost content does not display in the item lab. We've confirmed that this is a display only bug and the boost effects are being applied. So even if it's not showing that the Meseta cost is, that's really unsettling whenever you're trying to upgrade something. If it says it's like 400k or whatever, but it's like, no, trust me. And it's like, what is your source? Trust me, bro, I'm the source. Well, they're saying it's a display only bug, but I'd keep an eye on your Meseta all the same, just to make sure. Seasonal event weapon enhancement support campaign. Okay, cool. We apologize for any inconvenience this may have caused. Thank you for your patience. Boost campaign to make it easier to enhance seasonal event weapons is here. So it looks like drop item preset rate plus 150%. Seasonal event weapon enhancement cost reduction campaign is here as well. Cool. Part 1 already started. Limited time quest flurry of flowers cleanup op. Okay. Well, again, we don't know what the seasonal weapon is. We'll take a look at it really quick when we get in game to find out. It looks like they also updated this. So enhancement success rate plus 90%. Augmentation success rate canceled. Preset skills enhanced success rate plus 10%. Enhancement Meseta discount 50% off. And unlock potential Meseta discount 50% off. Both of these are display bugs. that are not showing correctly, but they are being applied correctly. Limit break Meseta discount 50% off is working properly as well, apparently. And then multi-weapon Meseta discount 75% off. So yeah, just make these permanent. Just make the Meseta cost for these all permanent, because they're too expensive. I don't like it. They're not that, okay. All things considered, they're not that expensive. I'm going to talk about that in a video soon, but like it hurts making multiple weapons right now. So all things aside. And then this is, I think, the bug talking about what we just read about. Yeah. Okay. So this is the bug, the actual bug article telling us about that specifically. Okay, cool. So I think that's everything that we need to know outside of game. Give me just a moment. Let's hop into game and take a look around. All right, here we are logged into game. Looks like Zandy has a message for us as usual. Go by and see her in the Kavaris region. Or Kavaris region has oh, it's so cute. It's so weird seeing her in a springtime outfit in Kavaris, and Kavaris is like super cold or whatever. So right there. All right, so let's take a look at. First off, we have an accessory revival scratch. Android Keeper S, High Red Dominant S. These are way too far in here to even consider, nor are they that important anyway, since you get them in game, so that's totally fine. Could care less, just whale bait. It looks like this is just a, yeah, another accessory revival. Okay. Nothing too crazy there. Got their new resilient stuff, so bruh. It's just so weird looking at this outfit, man. I don't know. There's a sleeveless version. I see. That's what we needed, the sleeveless version. All right, well. And a super fan shield. Oh. Plump droopy ears is what they call them. Also, why are they like... Okay. SEGA, what's going on here? You trying to insult me? Like, what's up? My ears don't exactly look like this, but like, I have gauges like this, man. What's up? Why you trying to beat me up like this, huh? Also, why are they also kind of like pointed ears at the corner? I don't know, man. Weird. Anyway, spring scratch. Yep. Okay, so they have the CV versions of these camos. Okay, well, maybe if I, okay. Yep. Definitely want this soaring blade camo. Yep. Absolutely cool, man. Oh. Skulls will be happy about this. Oh, the Dine camo. This was basically a hero camo back in the day, man. They brought it back. That's pretty cool. This is also a pretty cool camo. Very nice. And another fairly cool camo. Also very nice. All these look pretty good. These are all pretty solid. All right, so check out a few other things here really quick. Let's double check our tasks. So we have the limited tasks with Andy, just the usual complete seasonal tasks. Yeah, complete seasonal tasks, get another master cube. So they do give out master cubes pretty common fairly often, but the problem is that using 5 master cubes is 5 mil. So that's quite the Meseta dump. Seasonal points earned, looks like 1,000,000 points will get you another master cube, so that's pretty cool there. Arms refiners, so upgrade materials basically. And then tech customization or TI customization discs. Nothing too crazy there. Our usual weekly stuff. Let's take a look at the mission pass. So mission pass, okay, well, mission pass outfit's not super interesting this time around. Fortunately, we still don't have the return of my favorite base wear, but maybe one day we'll get it back. Fast parts, let's see. Tier 24 still the personal shop ticket. still no multiple uses of these tickets. There's still no multiple inclusions of these tickets. Done it multiple times beforehand. There should be more than one of these shop tickets in here. Either that or Sega, please just make it so that like all players have access to the shop. They just have limited use of the shop. They're free to play, and then you don't get it until after you complete a certain part of the base storyline. I'd be perfectly happy with that. I think that'd be a great change. Please, for the love of God, make that change. Please, 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 please. 5 slots in the personal shop if you're free to play. I feel like it's completely fine. And then like let this ticket unlock the rest of it for 3 days or something, you know. That'd be a fantastic way to use the personal shop, free to play versus premium. But doesn't look like anything specific has changed. Gigas Mass Day. Okay, these are cool. Yep. Basically, Gigas Mass Day materials. Aegis and Arati Soul. Perfect. Those of you guys who don't actually combine or craft any capsules, these are basically just money for you guys. So definitely pick those up. Sell them. People who do craft those capsules will be happy if you can sell them. And I believe that is... Oh, let's look at the new Augment really quick and see how strong it actually is and what it takes to craft it. So there is Gland Gigas Mass Day. It is 2.75%. That is pretty massive. Over Gigas Mass Day, which is 3.5. This is 4.75. That is a huge jump in damage. Holy crap. And it also requires Foundia, so that is a 1.25 jump in damage. That's pretty massive. I mean, it's irritating to have to make new augments, but like if you're looking at, is this worth it? Yes, by far. It's not like you're not spending money for peanuts of an upgrade. This is a pretty massive upgrade, so we'll definitely have to start working on it and getting that built up. Let's take a look at the seasonal weapon. Does the Andy? Yes. Oh, does the Andy have another one of those specific shops where we can build up stuff again? We'll have to see. Okay. Oh, it's Maki lower level this time. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, not too bad. All right, so first things first, I'm gonna see what the potential of this season is. 29% potency, damage resistance, PP consumption, photon. Okay, so these are actually not, this isn't too terrible. But what about Setsune? 3% potency, seasonal potency, enemies 5%, crit rate 15%, crit damage 20%. That still feels kind of bad. Yeah, okay, I want to do a comparison. Yeah, it's still pretty bad. Unfortunately, it's not terrible, all things considered. But it's I don't even, is that better than the previous one? I feel like I blocked the previous one out of my mind because of how bad it was. But like this might still be a damage increase. Again, I want to wait until we can properly wait. Hold on. Well, that's a welcome change. It is actually somewhat reasonable to get all the Duel Quest stuff. Okay, Sega, this is a W. It's 720,000, which is still quite a few seasonal points, but that's for your full set of gear. And you can make a full set with that. You don't have to worry about like having to go super ham. Like I think before it was like 30K a piece. Correct me if I'm mistaken, I'm almost positive it was 30K each back then. So that's a massive change. That's good. That's very good. Okay. Yeah, I'm with it. 720K points to get all of my my Duel Quest augments that's not unreasonable. It is again still a lot of points, but it's not an unreasonable amount. Before I think it was the same thing, but for 10, so it was like 4 times this price basically. or 10 times. No, would it be 10 times or 4 times its price? I don't remember exactly how the math checks out. Anyway, it was pretty bad. But as I was saying about these weapons, the previous one, or the previous potential we had crit chance built into it, and then you had a massive chunk of crit added on. So I think you had 10% crit built into the actual base and 25% crit added on from the seasonal augment. Now it's no crit built in, and then 15% crit from the seasonal augment. These will probably still be better against seasonal enemies, but like, it just doesn't feel as good building this, especially with as expensive as it is to build weapons in the first place. But no worries. Again, we're going to go over and we're going to make sure that we cover these weapons and find out how strong they are truly in the next day or so. So don't worry too much about that. You do still want to pick up a lot of these weapons from the shop itself, and we'll talk about why that is important. Again, another video up and coming on the channel. I think that about covers it, guys. I think it covers all the important information. I'll have to double check and see if Z Andy has specialized quests this time around. So keep an eye out on Twitter or in the Discord for that information as it pops up. If there's anything I missed, feel free to leave it in the comments below. It's a bit of a longer video, but I wanted to be a bit more thorough. So appreciate you guys watching all the way to the end. Like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe to keep up with more, and I'll see you all next time. Take care, my friends. Peace out.